Hey Oscar, how are you? Welcome back, Oscar. So, I don't know what to do today. Let's see what we can do today. I think I'll go for characters that I've never drawn before, ever in my life. But I do like these characters though, and I will not draw all of them, but some of them. Let's see if we can do something cool with them. Just need a cool pic of them. Yeah, okay. Hey Chloe Warhol, welcome. Sorry if I didn't see you before. I've just been searching for inspiration, what to draw. Thank you. I can't pronounce your name there, but thank you. And hi to you. I think it's Russian, right? I'm just asking because I'm curious. But I appreciate it. Tack Friberg och välkommen. funderar på, I'm thinking about doing Alpha Flight. I've never done them. I'm curious about them. Of course, there will be any day joining the MCU, I can imagine. So if there's no other ideas, let's start this. Can't remember all their names either, but I'ma Google them because I need to put their names. So who else we've got? Thank you. Oh, Friberg. Ladies men, hello. Friberg, jag lyssnar mycket på filmmusik. I really love music scores, especially when I'm drawing. I'm listening to a lot of John Williams, a lot of Danny Elfman, Bear McGreedy eller vad han nu heter, som gör mycket serier. Hans Zimmer såklart. Mycket sånt lyssnar jag på. Ladies man, yes I do. I made a tutorial on Hans on YT. So let's go through it here a bit fast. Let's see if we can catch up doing hands here. Thank you for following Palestine Boycott. Alex, thank you for following. Here's a quickie about hands. This is how I do it. First, I always ink my stuff, so let's start. Now, as I have a little bit of the arm here, the wrist, and then the hand, I make it in this shape, always. Here's where the pinky starts. So I make it this shape, the hand. It's like a deformed, this kind of thing. So I make this shape first for the hand. Then the wrist can go whatever we want. And then I start with the knuckles. We have the pinky, the middle finger, and the ring finger, and the small finger, like that. And then how I want the hand to like pose, it depends. So of course we have this part of the hand first, because we can do this with our fingers and hands. So I'll break them down in two parts. First this part and then this part. So let's start with the first part. And let's choose a normal pose. So I start with this part first, which is that part. And then I continue with the next part. Something like that. And I do the same with the middle finger, ring finger, and the small fingers. And then I ink it. And I'm hiding my thumb there, but maybe I shouldn't. Could do it like that. That's how you go through it. Ciliar, how are you? Jack the Dogo, welcome. How's it been, dudes? Yeah, we're getting tutorials a bit quickly there. I'm having technical problems here on my side of the world. So I'll just make these 3 characters. Let's see, I'm having some technical problems. Let's see if we can fix them. Okay, my friends, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I'm having technical problems on my side here, so hopefully I didn't lose everybody. Hey Sophia, how are you? Welcome. So let's continue these guys that I was doing. I'm going to give, this is Sasquatch though, I'm going to give him these bigger teeth. I know he had something else, this dude. Just can't remember. Oh, he has like big eyebrows, right? That was his thing. Yeah, big eyebrows. That makes him a bit different. Okay, got it. Thank you, Sophia. I just draw like, I don't have a name for this style, but I draw like the old 90s comic book artists, kind of. Thank you, Siljar. I'm happy you do. Now I can't remember this dude's name. I will though very soon. Okay, let's see. This guy had big eyebrows to go down like so. And he's huge. If you feel that the Hulk is huge, this one is, I was going to say huger, but he's bigger. Which is interesting, I feel. I need to research this guy a little bit. I'm drawing Palestine boycott. I'm drawing Alpha Flight. This is the first time I'm trying doing Alpha Flight. They're all, like we know, they're all Canadian. And yeah, I'm trying something new. I always draw the more well-known comic book heroes. So why not try something else? Let's see if we get this one correct. Should have something like that. Yeah. Let's have this guy smiling, I think. Can't remember his name. What's his name? Puck. I think his name is Puck. Does he have a mustache? I can't remember that either. Or did he have a beard? He just have a mustache, right? Let's give him a mustache. A little one anyways. Oh, there you are. Palestine boycott. A soccer character. How to draw bodies. Let's go through that a bit fast. How I do it. I don't have a lot of paper here, I'm sorry. But this is how I usually do bodies. I always start with the torso. And I do a torso like, it doesn't need to be perfect, this torso. Something like this. And then I start with some shoulders. Biceps, triceps. and the rest of the underarms, and then hands. This is an exaggeration. And then the body below, before the crouch, and then the thighs, I do like this, and the knees, just a circle, then the rest of the leg, and some feet. And then of course I have a neck and a head. But this is how I usually do it. First start with the torso, then the shoulders, biceps, triceps, and the rest of the arms. Then I continue downwards. Start with the thighs and the knees and the rest of the legs. This is a fast tutorial. There are some tutorials on my YT page, but yeah, this is how I work though. And I like to work fast. That's my big problem here, but this is why these tutorials are fast. But I'm gonna do better tutorials in the future where we all can follow easily. Now, I wish I've read some Alpha Flight, because to be honest, they always were cool. I felt when they had like a guest appearance or something in the X-Men. They were always appearing in the X-Men when I was reading the X-Men, and I was always feeling that, oh, I need to start reading these guys. But that never happened. Now he has a big P. Not a big PP, a big P. So this is how I draw most of my times. I never go further than this, because I always start the ink after this. So I just do this for the outline so I understand what I'm doing. And I start with the eyes, always. Oh, look what I did, an accident. Can you imagine? Now, Sasquatch here has his eyes apart. I don't know why, but he has like a broad face. So I'm gonna try to make it broader than normal. I usually do my faces broad, I don't know why. And I keep the pencil work under while I'm in this stage, but I will take it away soon. Then I'm gonna give him some big teeth, like I promised. I know some artists have made him like this before. And because I've been drawing here on the live sessions, I've been drawing some feral Wolverine, and I kind of like that design, so we're doing something similar with this guy. There we have a face. Oh, I lost connection again. Can you imagine? Yo. Yeah, kind of looks like we're looking from down. God damn. I'm still having technical issues. Apologize, of course, for you who were watching. And now you lost all of it. I can't remember this guy's name. See if we can get this going. Sorry, good people, about that. Yeah, let's see if this holds up. We need to give this guy a hand also. Aska, hej! Välkommen! Kul att ses. Jag har haft lite problem här så att allting... Jag har fått starta om ett antal gånger och så att... Hoppas det inte händer igen. Now I'm doing this hand freehand. I usually like to do this with the pencil work under it first. But no, I didn't. There. Okay, let's clean him up. Oh, this guy had a mustache. Let's see if we can give him a mustache without making him look corny. Hello, Mehmet. How are you? And welcome. Aska, nej med liven. Allting släcks ner, typ det har hänt 2 gånger. Det händer inte så ofta då, men det här typ... Brukade det hända när jag var i Spanien på semester då, men inte så mycket här. Okay, let's take away the pencil work under them. Easier to make shadows on these guys. I like to make a lot of shadows. It gives more depth to the characters. This puck is much more smaller, so but I just wanted to make him a bit bigger. Don't ask me why. So he can fit on paper, say, yeah. That's the reason. Idag Aska är det Alpha Flight som de heter. Jag har aldrig ritat dem någonsin så jag tänkte jag skulle prova på något nytt. Då blev det dessa ungdomar. There. Now we can start with the big shadows. Okej. Jag förstår, Aska. Jag är likadan. Jag gillar helst, alltså, jag gillar att ha kul när jag ritar så här, så då ritar jag helst något jag gillar. Men ibland gillar jag att utmana mig själv också. Jag tycker man lär sig något nytt då. Men jag gör inte det så ofta. Så. Men jag har alltid varit nyfikna på de här nissarna. Då. Och de är inga villains då. These guys are the good guys. And they're from Canada. Good guys from Canada. They have lots of connection with Wolverine, of course. Him being a Canadian. He's good friends with these guys, although they fight sometimes. Hey Alizor, thank you very much and welcome. Nice to see you again. I hope you're having a good evening or night. Thank you Alizor, you're the best. Ja Aska, det stämmer. Det har jag också hört. Jag var på väg att flytta dit en gång i tiden. Och pratade med banker och så och tjänstemän och så, och de var extremt välkommande och extremt trevliga. Canadian people are very kind, yes. So it was fun to make shadows, by the way. Aska, jag har precis avslutat 2 illustrerade böcker då, på en serie jag håller på med. Men jag håller på med pratbubblorna som jag bråkar med just nu då, så jag vet inte om du har sett någonting. Is my graphic novel I'm talking about again. I'm gonna show a little bit. I always show a little bit from. I'm struggling and fighting with the dialogue bubbles, but I'll be rounding that up pretty soon. This is latest page I've been working on. I have a lot of fun with this, with the coloring, the drawings, and the writing. But when you do dialogue bubbles like this, it's not a lot of fun for an artist. But it has to be done. It's taking me a long time, and I'll be finished soon. But I'm doing 2 books back to back. So let's see what happens with it. Och tack Aska, kul att du gillar det. This is his eyebrows. He has this design on with his big eyebrows. Kind of cool. Nej, jag har nog aldrig ritat John Konstantin. Men jag gillar honom. Han är designad efter en sångare som heter Sting from the Police. Så hans utseende är baserat på en riktig nisse-människa som sjunger. Men det kanske du redan visste om du är ett fan. Hey Nanny McFidde. Thank you very much and welcome. Ja, du visste det Aska, okej. Jag glömmer bort det. Autonom, welcome. Thank you dude. Thank you for following Neddy Metfidde. Ja, jag har sett filmen och jag gillar den. Men han är ju britt, Konstantin. Så att de borde ha gjort honom britt. He's British, you know. He should have been talking British. And that's the only issue I have with that movie. Oh no, we lost communication again. God damn. Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. It will probably happen again though. Dude's looking menacing. You really need to know the anatomy, where you have these bones and these kind of things and muscles. And all of that comes with practice. Practice and a lot of patience, you will learn everything. I like going heavy on the shadowing. Hey Bitaya Art, how are you? Well, nice to see you too. I'm having like technical difficulties all the times, so everything shuts down all of a sudden. So don't be scared if I'm like disappearing or something. It's been like this 3 times already, so I think it's the connection with the internet or something. Oh, maybe Betayo, maybe it's like that. Then we're both in trouble, I think. I like to draw this guy. First time I draw him, but I enjoyed him. He has a nice face to draw. Has a lot of fur, this guy. So let's give him a lot of fur. Taking out a bigger pen so we can cover more ground. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly, but we're getting there. Let's do it again. Start this over. Yeah, we're back again. For the third time, right? There. Let's frame this guy up a little bit because I feel like it. No special reason. I just felt it could fit him. Also just to make something different for once. Now they're all pretty much framed in, these guys. And that's what we wanted in the beginning. A lot of people ask me why I do fur and hair. When I do characters' hair, I do them crazy, just like I'm doing now. And it's because I feel that nature is like that. It is crazy. The hair will never stay the way it does with comic book characters. Hey Pharma, Bodhi, KSRL, how are you? And welcome. If you're still there though, I'm having technical problems, so I'm like fighting with that. But life is a struggle, ain't it? Hey Soup Garden, welcome. I'm from Swedish too, Soup Garden. I don't know if you're still there. Välkommen om inte annat. Susanna, how are you? Yes, I have, Susanna. I've done many people with curly hair. And curly head chair as well. True story. Okej. Jag tror det, Soup Garden, jag tror att när man går live så här, det märkte jag det. Jag var i Spanien förra sommaren så började jag gå live där också. Och det var bara folk i området där runt i Spanien då som dök upp på liven. Det var intressant det mer alltså. Som tur är så pratar jag spanska också. Susanna, no they aren't. But Susanna, in your honor, I could create one. If you want a curly hair dude or dudette, I will create. But I have somebody with an afro though. That's true. Let's see if we can find him. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you the truth. Yeah, there he is. It's a valid question though, Susanna. I didn't think about it, but I did have a character with an afro. I guess we can count it as curly hair. I like this guy's mustache. Just saying. He gives me a Freddie Mercury vibe. Okay, I'm gonna give you a character with an afro. Can't remember his name though. But this is him though. He's like a deputy in the story. Sorry, can't catch the whole thing. Let's try it like this. There he is. But it's all like black hair, so you can't see like the curls. You can imagine it though. And I can't remember like his name, like I said. Yeah, Susanna speaks Swedish too though. Or Smallish, sorry. I will not get involved in all this stuff. Hey Serge, welcome. Welcome to the Surge, Surge, and woo to you too. Soup Garden, I try to go live every day around the same time, around 12, no, sorry, 11, 23:00, 23:00, and emphasis on try, because I try. Sometimes I can't, but it's not very often when I can't. Hey Arrow, how are you? Welcome. Thank you. Long time no see, dude. Well, it's a graphic novel and it's going as last time. I'm still struggling with the dialogue bubbles. And slowly but slowly. It takes a lot of time, this dialogue bubbles. A lot of time. You just need to be patient. Good night, Soup Garden. Take care of yourself. But I believe I finished. We have a hairy dude. We have a like hero dude. And we have Puck, the smallish dude. This is Alpha Flight from Marvel. I've never drawn them before, so I wanted to draw them today. And I did also. And that will be it for today. Making these dudes. I like this hairy dude. His name is Sasquatch. I believe he's my favorite. Oh no, it's not the dialogue, Arrow, that I'll struggle with, because the dialogues, I finished all that. The script and the dialogue is like, it's all finished. What I'm struggling with is creating the bubbles, because you need to make a bubble in the page, and then you need to put words inside the bubble so it fits, and then you need to fix the bubble to fit the words inside the bubble, and then you need to make this arrow, like your name there, this pointy thing that shows who is talking. You need to fix that too by hand, on Photoshop of course, but it's nothing that you press two buttons and it creates by itself. So that's what I'm struggling with. That's the very boring part, creating the bubble and the point and who's talking, and fixing the bubble to like fit the words inside a bubble, and then you need to fix the words inside a bubble to fit inside the bubble. It's a lot of bubble. And when you're an artist who like to color and draw, it's kind of boring doing that small technical stuff, but you have to do them. My characters need to talk, So I need to make a lot of them bubbles. So that's my struggle, dude. Here's where everybody goes, cry me a river. Well, I used to draw on this. I draw on normal paper for printer, and I draw with normal pens. I always buy the cheapest thing I can find anywhere. I don't like, big companies trying to sell very expensive paper or pencils or tools to try to convince customers that they will draw better or learn better. So I buy the cheapest things I can find, because I believe that any artist creates from their head and their heart, not from the tools that they're using. So this is what I use. The only expensive things I use is like Photoshop when I'm creating this book, and coloring in Photoshop, because I don't color by hand. It's not what I do. So that's what I'm drawing on and what I'm usually doing every day. I can't remember this guy's name, but this is Puck and Sasquatch. This one is like Vindicator or something like that. But these guys are Marvel, and they're like Canadian, and they're like good friends with Wolverine because he's Canadian. No, I just do it like this, arrow. The graphic novel is like this. I'm drawing it by hand, and then I use my iPhone to scan it. You can scan things just like a normal scanner now on iPhones, and I scan it on my MacBook Pro, and then I color it on Photoshop with different layers. So I still use this stuff that I have here to create my graphic novel. But I think later on, maybe this summer, I will get myself a digital pad, I think they're called, to draw directly on that digital pad. No, I don't use any sketchbook. I just use this kind of paper. I never use sketchbook. This is all I have. And Krita or sketchbook, I don't know, is that like software maybe? I don't recognize them, and I don't use them. The only software I use is Photoshop. That's it. It's the most expensive thing I use when I create stuff. But I use it mainly to like create the graphic novel and finishing that up. I mean, Photoshop is like limitless. So I like Photoshop. But Krita or sketchbook that's software, right? I'm gonna check them out though, Krita Sketchbook. Let's see what it's about. So I'm gonna save that, and I'm curious about it now because of it. So let's see what Krita is about. Okay, Arrow. I finished what I was supposed to do. That was Alpha Flight. Some of them. My, should I say favorite characters? I've never read them, so I can't tell you who's the favorite one, but the ones who look interesting anyways. I've always liked Sasquatch. I read him like as a like character in other comics. I remember he fought the Hulk once and stuff like this. But other than that, I don't know too much about these dudes. But they're fairly interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna get something like that, Arrow. I'm gonna buy this digital tablet so I can draw on Photoshop directly on the tablet. They're like these Wacom tablet stuff. So I'm gonna get me one of those. I feel like it's kind of interesting. I can do everything directly into Photoshop like that. So that hopefully I'll get that this summer or after the summer. Let's see what happens. A lot of projects first to do. Okay, my friends, I'm signing out. Me and these guys are wishing you all a good night. And I'll be back tomorrow, as always. Let's see what happens then. I don't have anything in my head to draw. So let's see something. Goodbye, Susanna. Take care of yourself and the smallish people beneath you. Goodbye and good night, folks. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. So